Monday, January 28th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Cutting this video about an hour earlier than normal. It's about 4:35 or so, and I'm cutting this video this morning. And you notice we have some mainly rain pushing across parts of the northern Piedmont especially, and then down into the Sandhills too. And in places such as Wilkes County, and portions of westernmost Surry County up into Virginia, where the temperatures have dipped just below freezing. There's been a little bit of freezing rain this morning, and there's a few pockets of slick spots on area roads as well. Seen some reports around Durham of some slick roads this morning, and temperatures are really hovering very close to, and in many instances slightly above freezing, but at least very close to freezing, so there could definitely be some icy areas on some roads this morning. More on that in just 1 second. The core of the system's off to the north of us. A lot of precip up in the Virginias and some pretty good snows in the Maryland and Pennsylvania, western New York this morning. And then finishing up there in parts of Michigan, into parts of Canada. This was a pretty sizable storm system. Now around here, there's the counties that are left. Again, at the time I'm cutting this video, which was early this morning, the counties that are left in that freezing rain advisory. Basically, you have some counties from the Blacksburg Weather Service office up into Virginia in the mountains, and then the Raleigh Weather Service office keeping areas and the Triad area over toward Raleigh-Durham in that freezing rain advisory. And actually, I didn't extend the map over, but that extends all the way into a good chunk of northeastern North Carolina as well. There's our temperatures. Again, notice many spots a little bit above freezing, but there are some spots at or just a little bit below freezing, so there could be some isolated icy spots on some roads this morning. Use a lot of caution, especially on the bridges and the overpasses. Now you notice the warm air off to the west of us. Dallas right now 68. It is 58 degrees in St. Louis. And that warmer air feeding northward ahead of our next storm system. Let me just show you the RPM modeling here. You notice we go through today, and we'll see that system pull away. It's going to be a dry day tomorrow with some milder temperatures continue to work on in. And then finally Wednesday, that next big storm system moves on in. Let's take a look toward the upper levels here in the modeling. This is this afternoon on the European model. There's that big trough. Now, I wrote a little blog post back on Saturday morning about the possibility of maybe the tail end of this trough cutting off or a piece getting left behind. Does not look like that's going to happen. It's going to come out in one piece. And here we are by Wednesday. Kind of a full latitude trough, a lot of energy in the base of that trough moving eastward. That'll swing through here by Wednesday night, and then here's the deal by Thursday and Friday, a broad trough over the eastern United States, pushing back in chillier weather. So what does that look like at the surface? Well, here we are today. And notice this broad southwest flow with us here across the southeast. It'll be a pronounced warming trend. I think a lot of it's able to top 50 for highs today. And then as we get into the day tomorrow, ahead of that system, it's going to be 60s and maybe even a few low 70s in a couple spots across the region. Now, notice again, this is Tuesday. As we get down into Wednesday, that's when that system pulls into our region. Following the system, we get back into some chillier weather again for Thursday and Friday. The GFS timing in pretty good agreement here. There's a look at the GFS, bringing that front through Wednesday afternoon with some showers and storms associated with it. Now, in terms of severe weather concerns, there is the day 2 severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, a broad slight risk, and then on day 3, that slight risk moves into the Carolinas and down into the Gulf Coast region. Let me just show you a couple of instability charts here. This is the NAM instability. This is valid basically Tuesday evening into early parts of the this is Tuesday evening. This is a snapshot from Tuesday evening. Pretty good instability values over parts of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, spreading into Mississippi. And then notice very little in the way of the instability makes its way up into the Carolinas by Wednesday afternoon. So there is a severe weather threat for us here in the Carolinas Wednesday. I don't think it's a huge threat right now, but as always, the small-scale features will determine the severe weather prospects, and we'll keep an eye on that for Wednesday. Now, one last thing to show you here. Behind that front, later on in the week, a couple clippers head our way. There's one moving in on Friday, and then here is another one deeper into the weekend. This would be basically Saturday night. At the moment, you're not getting a lot of precipitation generated from those clippers, and oftentimes we don't see precipitation from clippers, but we'll watch that. A couple of those look fairly strong on some of the model runs from time to time, so we'll see if we get any precip generated from either of those clippers like this week or this weekend as we go forward in time. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.